Hey, welcome back to the Junius Maltby channel, everybody. I had a quick idea to do a little walk down memory lane for everybody that's into numismatics a little bit, the history of coinage, and well, I thought of doing a video today on the origins of the word dollar. Where does it come from? Why do we use it? Why is this a silver dollar? And why is this piece of paper called the dollar? Well, it goes back. Join me here as we go back in history a little bit. There was a coin called the thaler, and even if I can pronounce it properly, I do not know, it's the Joachim's thaler. It starts with a J, Joachimsthaler. And if you go back to Europe to 1486, Sigismund of Tyrol issues a 31.93 gram Goldensgroschen of 60 cruisers and 937.5 fineness. So about 93% silver. Now, as time went on from 1486 up to the 1500s in Germany, the first coin actually called a thaler was minted in Joachimsthal, Bohemia. And it was the weight was standard at 1500, and it was about 29.2 grams. Now these Joachim's thalers, also referred to as thalers for the German word. In early Flemish, it was just called a dollar, or I guess the language there would be Low German. We all know that the English language is Germanic in origin. So in Low German, there was the dollar, D-A-L-E-R. And it came from German, Thaler, T-H-A-L-E-R. And that was, the thaler word was just short for Joachim's thaler. And that's the coin from the silver mine of Joachimsthal, the Joachim's Valley. And if I'm pronouncing that right, and maybe you pronounce the J and it's Joachim. And that's now in Jakimov in the Czech Republic. The term was later applied to a coin used in the Spanish-American colonies. Now everyone knows when America was first founded, it was a mix. There was the French, the English, and the Spanish, and they were forming colonies here. Well, the coinage of the time became the one that everyone preferred to use was the Spanish dollar, and a lot of people, there was also the 8 reals coin, the Spanish pieces of 8, and it became the silver coinage that was widely used in the British North American colonies at the time of the American Revolution. So once the colonists were successful in their revolution and it came time to circulate currency, well, for the early part of our nation's history, we just used those Spanish dollars and thalers. Later on, when we came up with our own coinage, they really liked the weight and the exchangeability, the use of the silver dollars at the time, and so we just basically patterned our coinage and our weight and purity of our early silver dollars after those Spanish dollars, which were based on the thaler, based on the Joachim's thaler, dating back to about 1486. So they just refer to it as the dollar. And if you go to the first Coinage Act of 1792, they specify a dollar. Now this is an 1878 dollar. They specify the dollar as being of a specific weight and fineness of silver. That's what dollar means. Hopefully you're keeping track of this and following me a little bit. I know it's a little broken. So then, lo and behold, when we started printing dollars instead of minting dollars, whole nother topic we don't have time to get into now, but they labeled these dollars. And at the time when these bills first came out, they were printed by the Treasury, and it would say on them, I don't have one here for an example, but you know, this note redeemable in silver or payable to the bearer on demand, silver, right? Everyone is familiar with the term silver certificates. So what you could do is you could go to the bank back in the day and you would exchange your silver certificate, your note that would represent a dollar. This wasn't a dollar, it was a promissory note that represented a piece of silver that actually was $1. And you would go to the bank, you could exchange your note, and then get your silver back. Well, along the lines of going broke and the nation slowly, excuse me, slowly defaulting on its debts, we went ahead and stopped issuing silver and pulled it out of the economy and left these circulating. They also removed the whole terminology of silver certificate on there, and these basically just became Federal Reserve notes, so I don't even think they should call them $1 anymore. We should come up with a different name for our currency. Monopoly units, TP. You guys can fill the bottom below. That'll be the little goal of this video. Everyone can try to leave a comment on what they would name our currency if they could name it, because it's not $1 anymore. We shouldn't even refer to dollars as a unit of measurement. Anyways, so then we're left with the dollar, the throwback term here, referring to silver dollars, which are referring to the Spanish dollars, which are referring to the early Flemish and Low German for dollar and taler, based on the Wacomstaler or Jocumstaler, which is based on silver that was mined out of a mine in that region. And going back to the very early days of 1486 and in the early 1500s, the first coins referred to as taler, and the very first one was actually 1518. So there you go. We went back in time. We have just traced the term dollar to its origins and why $1 is silver. $1 is not a piece of paper. This is not $1. This is $1, right? All right, there you go. Thanks for joining the Junius Malpe channel once again. I appreciate you all being here. Hope you enjoy the video. Have a great day.